Hey guys, it's Tim with Mountain Lake Card and Gaming. Welcome to a little bit of a different video here. We're looking at some Hall of Fame numbers from 2024. So we're looking at some of the rookie cards and rookie autos of the three new inductees to the Hall of Fame. Not doing Jim Leland because obviously manager, no real baseball play history. So really sticking to the players. So we got Todd Helton, Adrian Beltre, and Joe Mauer. We're going to go on a deep dive here onto the raw values and the sets they come from, as well as some of the pop counts and the values for PSA 9s and 10s. Now, I just finished going through this whole entire video and recorded it with my microphone muted. So this is probably going to end up being a little bit of a shorter video as I recapitulate my own video here. But let's actually start in on Todd Helton. Todd Helton's an interesting cookie because he actually started in 1997 in the bigs, but his rookie card is technically in 1993. I guess he was part of Team USA baseball and had a Topps traded card, even though he wasn't in the majors. So 1993 Topps traded. His card is number 19T. You can see there's a lot of them been graded, lots of 9s, also a lot of 10s, not nearly as many. The card itself is $20 raw, so really reasonable entry cost for a Hall of Fame rookie. PSA 9s jump up to $39, and then the PSA 10s jump up to $150. So still really low cost of entry on a Hall of Famer in PSA 10. So really interesting there. The set his card comes from is 93 Topps traded. Like we said before, so you can actually get complete sets of 93 Topps traded off eBay. I'm sure off some other retailers. They're in the $30 to $40 range. So generally, if you were interested in pulling a pack fresh version of this card, it wouldn't be too hard to go ahead and get a sealed box from that and have that guaranteed card in there. You'd be paying about double. Excuse me. You'd be paying about double the cost of the card itself, but there might be some other interesting cards in that set that may offset that value for you. So that's something to consider if you're looking to pull that card yourself. Now, that's his rookie card. If we're looking for his first autograph, we're looking into 1997 Donruss. So Donruss had a signature series, really beautiful red card with Todd Helton swinging a bat, and then the signature below. This card is really reasonable too. So I mean, you're talking entry cost around $35, and there's very few of these graded. My understanding is the base cards are even serialized, something like 1,400 or something like that. So not a ton of these autographs out there, and only 5 have been graded at 9 or higher. So we got 3 graded at PSA 9s and 2 graded at 10s. And the 10s are over $600, but still not terrible for the first auto of a Hall of Famer. So something worth considering there. If you're looking to get first autos, that Donruss Signature Series is probably the way to go. Now, if you're feeling a little racy and want to go for the grading, on the path of grading, picking it up raw for the 35 range is a really nice place to start, and then you can look at the card from there and decide if you want to one-touch it or give it a shot at grading. Because even at the PSA 9, it covers the cost of grading and then some, so it might be worth it for you. So that's Todd Helton. Kind of an interesting story there. Adrian Beltre, much more straightforward. So we've got a rookie year of 1997. We've got Bowman Chrome 182. This card to enter in the market is around $70. So 68, 70, 75, somewhere in there is what you might expect to pick it up. There's been over 2,000 of these graded as PSA 9s, and those go for around 200 each. So pretty big jump there from raw. And then you look at PSA 10, we got just under 1,000 of those graded, and I'm assuming that number is going to go up pretty significantly here since the induction. Probably a lot of cards going into PSA for this now. And then the PSA 10 value on that is 700, so that's actually a really big jump from 9 and then from raw. It's almost 10x raw. So if you're looking for a card to pick up and then have the potential of grading or putting in a one-touch if it's something you just want to hang on to yourself, that's a pretty good one to grab. So that's the first rookie card there for Adrian Beltre. And then in 1998 Bowman's Best, we have an autograph issue, number 120. This is the first official autograph for Adrian Beltre that I could find. This one goes raw for 200. PSA 9 is a decrease to 150. And PSA 10 not really worth the squeeze getting up to that 10 if you have to enter at 200. Now, if you get that card another way, there may be some juice left there, meat on the bone for you. Jumping down to the set cost here, 97 Bowman Chrome, you can actually get a full set of that for 500. So if you're just looking for a way to pull a Beltray pack fresh, that full set might be a way to do it, because it's still less than the PSA 10. Now there's no guarantee that you're going to get a 10 on this when you pull it. Obviously we can't guarantee grades on a pack fresh card, but there's also a lot of other interesting cards that are in that Bowman Chrome set. So you'd be offsetting that expense with some other really nice cards. So that's the story with Adrian Beltre. Then we're going to jump down to Joe Mauer. Of the three guys, this is the card that's graded the least, so it has the most room in the market to increase. So Joe Mauer, rookie card is in 2002, technically a modern card. It's wild. Bowman 379 is the card. Entry is relatively inexpensive at $30. PSA 9s jump up to 45, and then a PSA 10 goes all the way up to 125. So still a lot lower than Adrian Beltre, and even a little bit lower than Todd Helton. So I'm guessing that Joe Mauer's market has not peaked yet for sure. I'd expect this to go up a good bit yet to kind of be at the level of some of the other Hall of Famers of the same era. So that's the story on his first rookie card. I wasn't able to find any full sets of Bowman on first look, but you can get hobby boxes for around $150. No guarantee that you'll pull this, but there's also the chance you pull two. And then there's a lot of other good cards in that Bowman set that are worth chasing. So I feel like I saw that Kerry Wood is in this. No, I think he's in with Beltre. So scratch that. We'll just go with Joe Mauer being the highlight of that set right now. And then to get an auto is actually in the same set. So that's 2002 Bowman. Actually, it's not. I'm sorry. It's in the Bowman Chrome, and it's number 391 is his auto. So of the three, this is the highest raw cost for a base auto. And it actually does drop again when you go to a 9. It drops from 300 down to 240. But then it hops back up when you get to the PSA 10s, and you're looking at around 700 graded at PSA 10. So there you're barely 2xing your cost plus grading to get that one graded. Not necessarily worth grading that auto unless you really want to get it in that tuxedo or you really like that red lighthouse design. So at that point it probably would be worth it. And again, that's if you acquired at this raw price. If you're able to get it for much lower in a collection or something like that, then it definitely would be worth it. If you can lower your basis, it's definitely worth it. So let's take a look at these as far as picks for grading. I would definitely say the Adrian Beltre Bowman Chrome 182 is a must grade. So we're looking at 68 raw. That's if you acquire on open market. And it jumps to 200 on a PSA 9, so you could potentially 2x to 3x your money there getting a PSA 9, depending on your acquisition cost and grading fees. Jumping up to 700 at PSA 10, so I mean you could 7x to even 9x your money there on grading Adrian Beltre from 97. The autos, I honestly don't think the Beltre or the Mauer are worth grading unless you know you've got a perfect one, or if you just like it. Obviously grade what you like, but the Donruss Signature Series of Todd Helton, if you can get your hands on one of those, it is also almost a must grade. So we're talking if you can get a 9 or a 10. The PSA 9, you're looking at a 3x on your cost, probably 2x on your cost after grading fees. Plus, it's a very low pop card, so if any one of them gets traction, I expect that to kind of go up a little bit, especially with the Hall of Fame induction. And the 620 for a PSA 10 is actually a really nice price from Raw, so you're almost 20xing at that point. Well, 12xing if you count the grading fees. So I would say Adrian Beltre, Bowman Chrome 182 is a must grade, and then a sneaky second place there is the Signature Series for Todd Helton. Everything else, take it or leave it as far as grading. Todd Helton's base card will technically cover grading if it gets a 9. Doesn't cover shipping, but That's okay, because you're probably sending it in with other stuff, and you're getting other 10s to cover it and balance it out. But everything else here, I would say probably leave it when it comes to grading. Get it in a one touch, hang on to it a little bit, unless you know it's perfect or you really just like the grading, the look of the graded slabs. So that's all I've got for you tonight. Happy hunting on these rookie cards. I'm going to go through some of my base cards tonight and see if I've got any. And we will see you in the next video.